Aloha, awinala, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Malia, and today we are going into our Wellness Friday, Aloha Friday. And while we're waiting for people to get in and get settled, now is a great time to grab anything you need to get comfortable in your movement. So maybe you want to go grab some yoga pants or some sweats or a t-shirt. We are going to be moving today. We are going to be focusing mostly on hands again, but we can also do some other motions as well. We can stretch, we can breathe. And so do take a time to grab a glass of water if you need it, anything to stay hydrated. And while we're waiting for everyone to get in and get settled, I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about the HIR Wellness Institute. Again, my name is Malia, and I am a community healer at the HIR Wellness Institute. We are a nonprofit organization that focuses on the mental health and wellness of our relatives of Turtle Island, as well as other Indigenous and underserved communities, and also victims of crime. You can join me here every Monday through Friday, you can join me here every Thursday. Erase that. You can join me here every Friday. Sorry, relatives. I do lots of videos throughout the week, so I'm just like on autopilot here. You can join me for hula and Hawaiian culture every Friday. Yes, that's Friday at 12:30 p.m. So please do feel free to check out the other posts we have throughout the day. Later this afternoon, we have Jamie, who's for Wellness Friday, focuses on resilience and recovery. So please do feel free to check that out, probably around 3 o'clock or so. And Jamie can actually confirm that on our comment section. I also do want to take a moment to recognize our community engagement and Indigenous Affairs Director. As I said before, her name is Jamie Kellycutt. She is moderating, so when you see the HIR Wellness Institute comment on this video, that is Jamie. So thank you so much for doing so, Jamie. And I wanted to say to our relatives, you are welcome here. This is a safe place for you to explore Hawaiian dance as hula as a means and a way to self-care and wellness. This is how we are doing movement today in the tradition and culture of Hawaiian dance. Let's give it just another moment, and we will get into our deep breathing, we will get into our stretch, and we will enjoy some movement. While we're waiting for everyone to get situated and be ready, I wanted to share with you, now these are not Hawaiian related things at all, but I did want to share with you some of the beautiful stones that I have with me today. Being that I'm an Indigenous person, I really do enjoy lots of natural items that help me to feel grounded and connected. So sometimes it's stones, sometimes it's shells, sometimes it's rocks, sometimes it's crystals or feathers. And this item that I have here is it is a stone. It's a semi-precious stone, and this is I just totally forgot. I just totally forgot what the name of the stone is. I've never forgotten that before, but anyways, it is a beautiful stone. It does have some copper in it, you can see there. And once it comes back to mind, I'll remind you what it is, but it is a beautiful stone. I've been holding this with me today as a way to ground myself. I'm almost thinking of it as like a stress ball, but it's just, it is a natural stone. And whenever I'm feeling anxious throughout the day or worried, I do tend to hold on to this stone and just be able to allow myself to put my worries into this rock. It's an excellent way to just connect not only to something natural, but also to feel relaxed and calm. I also have this one here. See this beautiful stone? You may know this as fool's gold, but really, it is quite a beautiful stone. And for some reason, I know the names of these stones in and out, but I'm like forgetting what they all are right now. Here's another beautiful stone. Aloha, Rosa. So good to see you. I would like to say that we will begin to get into our breathing. Once we breathe, we're going to stretch, and then we will get into our hula dancing. So, as we breathe, we're going to breathe in through the nose for a count of 4. We're going to exhale through the mouth for a count of 6. Now, one of the things that I've been doing throughout the week for our breathing is inhaling upwards through the nose as we trace up the finger, and exhaling through the mouth as we trace down the finger. Once we do this hand breathing, which, by the way, hands are very important in Hawaiian dance. The grace of the hands are incredibly important. So once we do this, then we will get into some hand stretches and body stretches. Let's go ahead with a deep inhale and exhale. 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 All right. I'm going to go ahead and sit crisscross applesauce. I'm going to begin by stretching those shoulders, rolling the shoulders back and up. Deep inhales and exhales. All right, we're going to go ahead and roll those arms up and around. We're getting into some nice broad arm strokes here right away so that we can begin to move that body and up. Ooh, that feels good. You can feel this right here in the shoulders, in the neck, in the back, and through the arms. 2 more. And last one. Then we're going to roll forward. Let's reverse, bringing those hands forward, reaching forward, and reach, and reach, 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 and last one. Let's go ahead and bring those arms out as we stretch one arm across. We're going to roll out that wrist, stretch the shoulders, upper back as well. Deep inhales. Let's try the other side. Inhale. And exhale as we bring it to the other side, rolling that wrist. Deep inhale. And exhale as we bring that hand out in front, pushing gently down on the fingertips, stretching out that forearm. Deep inhale. And exhale. All right, let's roll out those wrists again. This time we are going to stretch those fingers, pushing down gently and just stretching each finger separately. We'll also get into our shoulder and neck rolls, hitting every finger. And last one, let's go ahead and look from side to center. You might hear your neck crackle a little bit. As long as it feels fine, that is totally okay. Again, we're just working out some tension here. Double tapping that ear towards the shoulder. And let's go ahead and roll that chin from shoulder to shoulder, keeping it in the front. And last time. Let's go ahead and look down gently towards our lap. And up towards the ceiling, stretching the neck. Down. And up. All right. I'm going to slowly stand up now. I'm going to readjust here so we can start to dance and stretch further. All Okay, now once we're standing, we're going to go ahead. We're going to reach up towards the ceiling and bending forward at the waist, reaching down towards the ground. Taking those feet a little bit wider, we're going to pulse towards the floor and push for 4, 3, nice and soft here, 2, feet a little bit wider, stepping that right foot out and reaching towards the right side, stretching the hamstrings, bending at the waist, and coming back to the center here now. We're just going to hold it down towards the floor. Deep inhale and exhale, and then we're going to reach towards the left side. Coming back to center one last time. Gently putting the hands above the knees, slowly rising on up, one vertebrae at a time. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and stretch those ankles. What we're going to do is we're going to step forward. Let me show you my feet a little bit. You might not see my face for just a moment. We're going to step forward, and the back foot, the toes are towards the ground. Your toes might all crack. That's okay, but we're stretching the ankle right here. And other side, let's go ahead and put the top of the foot on the mat or on the floor. You might hear those toes crack. The knuckles of the toes are down towards the ground. All right, now you may need to hold onto a chair or a countertop or a table. We're going to go ahead and stretch that quad, grabbing with one side. You see how the ankle is grabbed here, stretching that quad. And other side. Grabbing that ankle, stretching the quad. Remember, if you need to grab a chair or table, you can. All right, we're going to do some calf raises here to really warm up the back of our legs. We're going to lift and lower. Lift. In Hawaiian dancing, calves are very important. Your calves, your quads, your hips, and lower, lift, and lower. I definitely recommend having your socks off if you're not in a public place. We are at the HIR Wellness Institute, so I'm keeping my socks on to be considerate. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And last one. We're going to go ahead and do some body twists here. I'm going to readjust so you can see. So we have our hands out to the side. Our feet are a little bit wider than shoulder width distance apart. We're just going to turn gently, moving that waist side to side. Keep that core nice and tight. Remember, we're just warming up here, and we're going to get into our Hawaiian dance. Some hand motions, some dance basics here. Alrighty, a couple more. Last set, then we're going to keep our stance here on our feet. We're going to bring our hands down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Keep that core tight. The chest is open. The shoulders are down and relaxed. This will be working all along here. Okay, all along the flanks here. And your arms. Scoop back and up. Back and up. 4 more. Keep that tummy tight. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And now one hand at a time, coming across with the palms up. Again, this is just warm up. This is not hula dance, guys. Not yet. Not yet, relatives. We just want to get that body warm and the energy flowing. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And last set. All right. How did that feel, relatives? I hope that felt good. Aloha, everybody. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some of our arm basic warm-ups. I want to let you know that I am sitting on the floor on my knees with my ankles on the floor. This is how, if we're in Hawaii, this is how we would noho or sit. Okay, if that doesn't feel good for you, because that can be really challenging. It's challenging for me, okay? So if you don't like that, the way that feels, you can sit crisscross applesauce on the ground. And I have my hands resting gently in my lap for now. Now, hula is a lot about intention, as we are essentially mimicking things in nature, motions in nature, and we are expressing them with the grace of our body, with the grace of our hands, and with the grace of our expression, our facial expressions, and really what's in the heart and the spirit of what the song is about. I'm going to just give us some things to warm our hands up with. We'll start with a blooming flower. We don't have any particular lyrics we're working with just this moment, but we're going to lift at the wrists. Lift. So we're picking the flower, keeping the elbows off the body. And hula is so much, it's not about, it's how you do it. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. So keep those elbows open, the chest open, the tummy in, lifting at the wrist, and pinching those blossoms. See, like this, thumb, pointer, middle, ring, pinky, and lift for 4, and 3, and 2. Let's go ahead and make the motion of fragrance. We're going to take both hands underneath the nostrils, bringing the palms down and around, again crisscrossing the hands. Inhale, smelling the fragrance of that blooming flower. Let's try that again. Smell, inhale, bring the arms around and down. Let's go ahead, pick that flower again, palms in, up. Let's try that again. Pick that flower, let it bloom, and inhale to smell the fragrance of that beautiful flower. Just imagine your favorite blossom you just picked. Let's do 2 more. Down and lift, around. Remember, we are illustrating, we are manifesting the energy of these things in nature. Last one, and let's go ahead. Can roll the shoulders. We're going to relax the hands just for a moment. We're going to get back to it. Let's go ahead and do a rolling ocean motion. Ocean motion. We're going to go from the left side to the right side, gently rolling. Let's try that again. See how the elbows are out, the chest is open. And while you do this, I want you to focus on the energy of an ocean wave, or maybe it's even a Lake Michigan wave. Whatever intention you want to put into it right now, as we are using these motions and movement for relaxation. Again, starting from the left side, rolling. See how I'm kind of lifting at the wrists? Kind of has a slow motion sort of look, right? 2 more. From left to right. And last one. All right, let's go ahead and blossom that flower again. Hands in the front, elbows out, lifting at the wrist, palms down, up, pinching those fingers together, making the fragrance, deep inhale of the fragrance of the flower, and then let's roll. All right, blossoms again, bring the hands out, lift at the wrists. Let's go ahead, that fragrance of the flower, breathing in as we bring down, the hands come together towards the left side, and we roll, lifting at the wrists. One last set. Let's go ahead and bring the hands down, have the flower blossom, bringing in the fragrance, and we're going to go ahead and roll from left to right. Let's go ahead and roll it out again. Roll those shoulders. Roll those shoulders. All right, this song I love. This song is from the Country Comfort Band, and it's called Waimanalo Blues. I don't know if you can hear it, but hopefully you can. I just want to go ahead, and we're going to make motions for the wind. So there's a couple ways we can do this. Let's go ahead and bring both arms out to the side. See how there's no bend in the elbows. The elbows are lifted. The shoulders are relaxed, though. You don't want to be tight like this. Let the arms droop just slightly. And we're going to go ahead and take let's go ahead and take the left hand across. Take the right hand across. Take the left hand across. And both hands up for the wind. Again, let's look to the right, look to the left, and look up as both hands come up, and then straight ahead. Look right, look left, look upwards, Let's try that again. Looking right, looking left, looking above, and straight ahead. There we go, one last time. The wind's gonna blow, so I'm gonna go. Alright, rolling those shoulders just to work it out, relaxing. Alright, let's do a mountain motion. Now, I want to say, relatives, there's a lot of ways to express mountains, winds, stars, breezes, emotions. Today, we're just doing some free-form basic hand motions, so these aren't specific to any choreography or any hula song. And one way we can demonstrate a mountain is we can bring the hands up to the right side. See my hands here? And we're going to go ahead and make the mountain peaks. The peak down alongside the cliff, and follow the hand to the left. So you have the right hand pointed up, and following the hand to the slope of the mountain. One more. Three more. Following the eyes to the hands. Remember, the storytelling is so important. And last one. Let's switch other side. Bring that left hand up, the right hand comes down to lead, making the mountain cliff and along the slopes of the mountain. Bringing it down, following the eyes to hands for 4, and 3, and 2, and last one. Let's combo from each side. Lifting that right hand, following the eyes to the left hand down, and lifting the left hand. Let's roll it out. Rolling it out. Couple shoulders rolls here. Alright, let's do a motion for dreams. I hear the word dreams. We're going to go ahead and bring our hands out. So the hands are out to the side, bringing it over to the right temple, and gently resting like a dream. Let's try again. Round. And gently crooking the neck just a little bit as if we're resting into that dream or that emotion for 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And last one, we're going to switch to the other side. Take it to the left side. Let's go ahead and bring the hand to the left. Keep those elbows up. And leaning. And 2 more. And last one. Let's go ahead and roll those shoulders. How you feeling, relatives? We can take a break here. We're going to just go ahead, take a breather. I want to check in with our relatives and see how you're doing today. Do feel free to type in your comments as we just take a moment to sip some water if you need it, or you just want to catch your breath. Or maybe I'm the only person who's out of breath right now. Since we've been doing a lot of staying at home from the beginning of March, I haven't been as active, so I get tired more quickly. So stretch out what needs to be stretched. Drink that water if you need it. Take a few deep breaths. And if you care to share how you're feeling today, please do feel free to do so. I am feeling great today. There's a lot going on at work and at home, but it's all exciting, good stuff, and I'm very, very happy. So thank you for being here with me. Hula does tell a story with the grace of the body and the hands, and we receive that energy, that mana, through our connection to the environment, whether that be the earth connection that we have from our feet being on the floor and gaining the energy from the soil, from the ground, from the aina and the honua, the land and earth. We also can experience that receiving of energy through sunlight, moonlight, wind, rain, emotions of love, emotions of longing. So let's go ahead and do some more hand motions. Remember, relatives, anytime you can feel free to share how you're feeling. I'm going to go ahead and sit, not crisscross applesauce this time. Now I have both my legs to the left side of the room. We're going to go ahead, let me bring this mic over here. We're going to go ahead and do a couple more motions here for some hand exercises. I want to also start with doing the sunrise. So we're going to bring the hands up, around, up, and the sun. Let's try it again. Lift, up. This may be for a sun motion. This may be a moon motion. It just depends on what your intentions are, what the lyrics of the song are, what the meaning of the song is, what the dance is all about. Looking gently downwards, I'm going to slightly lean back and look up towards the setting sun. Now once the sun comes up, let's say this is a rising sun, let's let it set. Again, bring the hands down, up, leaning back just gently, and let the sun set. Again, up and down. Last two, bring it up, slightly leaning back, graceful fingers, graceful hands, very intentional. All right, let's go ahead and roll those shoulders. We're going to reset. When we left and sang the whole night long. Okay, this time I want to go ahead and do a motion of giving out. So we have both palms facing downwards. Notice how those elbows are not here. You need to have a gap between each elbow. And also relax those shoulders, your chest, your hips. Shoulders are all squared directly in front of you. The fingers, make sure the thumb's not dangling. Make sure you don't have open fingers, nice and closed and soft. We're going to go ahead and we're going to lift the palm up by the chest. So your right palm is folded by your chest. Your left hand comes up and over. Okay, let's try that again. Lift at the wrist, lift both palms up and over. Bring it back together. Let's try it again. Lift as we bring it from side to side or corner to corner. Front corner of the room towards the right side and lift the palm. Both palms down. Front corner, lift the palms and bring the hands out back to center. Front corner, lift the palms and back to center. Bring it to the front, lift the palms and back to center. Bring it in and 45-degree angle and across. Let's go ahead and switch opposite side now. Now we're going to bring the right hand forward, lift the palms from corner to corner. Lift, open, and notice how those pointer fingers are kind of leading. Lift. All right, let's try to lean into it now. Lean and sit back. Lean forward as the palms come up from corner to corner of the front of the room. 4 more. And sit back. 3 more. Sit back. 2 more. Sit back. And last one. Let's go ahead and rest those arms. Woo, rolling out the shoulders here. All right, maybe you need to do one shoulder at a time. Maybe it's a little bit of a neck stretch, wherever you need it. Okay, let's do some motions for land. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust this. Okay, so now for land space, we can do a couple motions here. Again, notice the important part is that the elbows are away from the body. You don't want any like gap closing here. You want a gap here. You don't want to close the gap. So you want some distance between the arms and the body. So if we're going to make land, just imagine brushing gently on the soil, lifting at the wrist, and bringing the hands back down to the side of the room, just to illustrate the soil, the land, the earth, honua, aina. Okay? Lifting at the wrist, lift, and down. Really think of that land space. We're on the floor, so we are close to our environment, right? We're close to the earth. We're close to the honua, the earth. We're close to the environment, the land, the aina. Lift. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. All right, we're going to switch it up a little bit. Now we're going to open the palms and down. Open the palms and down. Imagine right now the land has much to reveal to us. What wisdom is there within that land space, within our environment? 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Let's roll it out. All right, let's do a couple other hand motions now. I really want to illustrate how you will often see a woman when we're talking about women, wahine, or wahine, or a woman, wahine. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to back up a little bit here. So when we're speaking about woman, what I think about is the head, the waist, and the hips. Let's try that again. Head or shoulders, waist, hips. Again, keep those elbows off the body. Shoulders or waist or hips or the head and shoulders or waist, however you want to think of it. We're going to do 3 waves. 1, 2, 3. Hana hold. This means again. 1, 2, 3. Hana hold. Let's do it again. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. See the grace of the hands. It almost looks like slow motion, right? And last one. Relatives, go ahead, take yourself a sip of water. I would like to dance a hula for you. Last week I danced, a week ago today, I danced a hula for you called He Nani Helena, which was a hula about the beauty of a woman. I want to see, I'm not sure what I'm in the mood to dance for, but I want to dance something for you. And the reason is I want to give you the ability to be able to see hula dance and Hawaiian dance, what it looks like for those of you who maybe haven't seen it before. And the other part is that hula is healing not only for the dancer, but also the observer. So I'd like to give you the opportunity to be able to really see it, and so that perhaps, I know I'm virtually dancing for you, but perhaps you can feel that energy, and maybe it can be healing for you. So I'm going to pull up my songs here. Now, what song do I want to do? That is the question. I know what song I want to do. The song that I'm going to do today is actually an English language song. Normally the hulas that I dance, we don't often dance hulas that are in English language, at least for me. So I'm pretty excited to be dancing this one. It's been a long time since I've really done what we call, they're called like Hollywood hulas, which really just means, after Western contact, after Hawaii has been established as like first a territory and its annexation into the United States, which has, there's a lot of history there. I won't get deep into it because there's a lot about that. But there are some really beautiful songs that have been created during this time period, and now they are really considered what we call like golden Hawaiian hits, or you might think of them as Hawaiian standards or a Hawaiian classic. Again, this one is English. That is not usually the case for what I normally dance. All right, let me see if I can find it here. All right. Just pulling it up. And this particular song too, the other thing that's really interesting about this song is that it is about the island Maui. So if you've ever heard of the island of Maui, This is Lahaina is a very popular village there. It is at this point a tourist attraction, but what it was known for was that it was a whaling village. So I don't know why. I always find it for some reason I'm not. Let me see if I can find a good version. Okay, I found it. And I'm going to dance this in the style of modern hula. And modern hula we call awana. Hula awana. Modern hula. All right. Hopefully you can hear the music. Well, I hope you enjoyed that hula. Again, that was what we call a hula awana or a modern hula. Before we go, I do want to talk a little bit about how hula can really emphasize our connection to our environment and be quite healing to dance. And here's why, again, and I will explain this consistently so that we always remember the importance of hula. When you dance hula, you are not only perpetuating a culture that is really, has for a long time been in a situation that it has been at risk of being lost or transformed in a way that is unrecognizable from its ancient traditions. Hula started out as a spiritual practice somewhere around 500 AD on the Hawaiian island chain. It's gone through a lot of changes, but there are some things that have inherently remained the same. When we talk about the energy of the earth and the energy of the universe, and we call that mana, that universal life force that's inherent in all things, which begins at the center of the universe and it radiates out infinitely. That mana or energy can be expressed through the body, and the hula dancer uses that as a catalyst. That energy, we use our bodies as a catalyst to express that energy. And what is it that we are expressing? We are expressing the lyrical content or the intentions of our dance. The creators of these dances were highly respected people that we call kumu hula, or masters of hula. Our purpose as hula dancers were to mimic motions, to mimic patterns and cycles in nature, and to tell a story. We use our bodies in that way humbly, and it's a very grounding experience. When we dance hula, we always bend our knees to stay connected to the earth. We bend our knees to stay humble, and we bend our knees so that our body can express this very unique hip, knee, foot, and body movements that are really that are specific to hula. When we express that energy that we're receiving from the land, that we're receiving from the aina, that energy of mana, that energy that we receive through our ancestors, the energy that we receive through the elements, the sun, the stars, the moon, the clouds, the fire, the rain, any of this energy that we're expressing, we really have to stay humble in our intentions and in our minds and in our bodies. And when we allow ourselves to be sort of like a humble catalyst by which it really is healing to receive that energy and also to express it. The hulas that we learned today, or that the hula motions that I taught today, were not to any specific choreography. We were using motion and movement as a way to find relaxation and as a way to find peace through movement for our self-care and for our wellness. I hope that you enjoyed this afternoon. I enjoyed it as well. If you have any questions, please feel free to post in the comment section. I, again, am here every Fridays to teach Hawaiian dance and culture, and we start at 12:30. I also wanted to say to our relatives, if you are feeling good, I hope you are. I hope you're having a great day, a great Aloha Friday, and a great weekend, a great start to your weekend. But for our relatives out there who may not be doing so well, please do know that it is okay not to be okay. But if you are not okay today, please do reach out to somebody that you trust, that you can talk to. Maybe it's a friend or a family member or even a coworker. But talk to somebody. Let them know how you're feeling. You can also call our CARES Warm Line. It's open every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. You can call or you can text, and you will get a return call back within 24 hours. Our CARES Warm Line will connect you to one of our CARES counselors who will hold space for you, who will listen to whatever it is that you're feeling or whatever it is that you're going through, judgment-free, stigma-free. You will be heard. You will be respected. Please understand that at the HIR Wellness Institute, we practice what we call community-activated medicine. And that means that the people are the medicine. And that means sometimes our strength and our resilience and our wellness means being able to lean into others when we need it. So if you need to talk to a CARES counselor, call us. We are here for you. And lastly, before we do go, we also have a community survey. It's completely anonymous. It lets us know how best to serve you, our relatives. It asks just a few questions, and it takes just a moment to finish. So please do click on the survey, complete it for us if you have not yet done so. And I will see you next week. Please do feel free to join us Monday through Fridays at 8 a.m. Don't forget, today Jamie has a beautiful video, lots of heart, a lot of spirit, a lot of love. Jamie, please do let us know what time you're doing that video one more time for today. I think it's around 3 or 3:30, but I want to make sure that I have the time correct. In the meantime, relatives, mahalo nui loa. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Malama pono I kokino. Take good care of your body. Aloha nui. Much love to you all. And ahui ho akuno. We will see you later. And Jamie, please do post. She says that we are going live again today around 3:30 p.m. for reflections and resilience. Aloha, everyone. Mahalo for joining.